Hello, everybody. My name is Mauricio Garcia, aka PikaMaster542 on Twitch and YouTube. And today I'm just going to be showing you a little how-to video on how to make a stream overlay. So right now, this is the test scene. This is what I've just made in just a small increment of time. It doesn't take too long to set these kind of things up, but it's very tedious when it comes down to being really new to this kind of software. So the software we're going to be using it's called Streamlabs. It's actually available for free download. You can get it online, and it supports Windows 7 and up. So it's very useful for streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer. So basically, I'm just going to show you a little bit of the overlay that I just made. So I have some original overlays that I like to use for my own stream. I have the live overlay. This is what I use for my Christmas streams. I show the little Merry Christmas banner right here. I have my name right underneath my face. I have a banner at the top so I can see, so people can see my different social media websites. I have a little GIF down here of these little Pokemon Santa themed GIFs. I don't know. It's just so it adds a little aesthetic to it. And then I have a Christmas follower goal at the bottom. I have 53 out of the 75 that I want, so make sure you go follow on Twitch. But other than that, this is what I use for my main streams. I like to have a little intermission mode where it shows my face, the banner, intermission at the top, a little viewer count at the top left box right here, shows the GIF, and it shows my desktop overlay as well as our follower goal and my name. There I also have full cam, which is this cam. I use this cam to get up close and personal with my viewers, so I can talk to them about something, new updates, or if I just want to chill and talk a little while. But right here I just made a little test scene. Now down here we have our sources. These sources are what make your overlay really special. Basically what you're going to want to do is you want to first input your display capture right here by pressing the add a little addition sign. You come down here and you press display capture and you'll add source. It'll usually come up with a sign right here for any existing sources that you have on another scene, and the scenes are a little down right here, and this is what showcases your real like overlay, so you can switch between the few. But right here you can add new source or add an existing source. I'm just going to exit out of there because I already have one down here at the bottom. And so basically right here, if I maximize this thing right here, you'll be able to see my overlay. So after I maximize it, I can come down here and I can see all the little layers that I have set up. So I have the display capture, which displays my entire desktop, which is the little outlined border right here. I also have my game capture, which captures the game that I'm playing and prioritizes it over my display, so you have a little privacy if you alt tab and want to look at something on the internet. And then I have my video capture device card, which is basically how you guys are seeing me through the webcam that Trey has provided. Thank you. And basically you just add it, you overlay it to where it's like this. This is how I like to do it, just so it's all very specific to my needs. But if I were to press the little eyeball icon on here, it would disappear. And this little eyeball icon is basically an in and out icon, as I like to call it. So when I press on it, I disappear. When I don't press on it, or I press on it again, I come back. And basically what I'll do is I'll do that for the rest of my overlay that I have set up. Okay, now that we're all back to just the bare bones of what you'll see when you first start out on Streamlabs, is you have your video capture device, so you see my face, and what you can do is you can add images to the little plus sign right here, and you can add images, browser sources, slideshows, your capture. You can add text, color source, you can showcase a specific window, or different audio inputs and outputs. And so this is not, all this is not necessary, But what I like to do is add the game capture, the display capture, my face, the video capture device, and then a few other images. So if I minimize this, right here, image 5 is my border. What my border does is it just borders my webcam, and it just adds a sense of let's say professionalism towards my design on Streamlabs. So when I'm streaming, things look a little more smooth and designed rather than rough and newbie. So usually you just want to put it around your webcam just like that and continue with the rest of the overlay. So what I also like to add is a little label at the top that showcases my different social media sites that I use. So if I go and I release these two, it shows the YouTube icon, the Twitch icon, and the Instagram icon. And these are some of the few that I actually use, and these are all PNGs. So what I do to add these in, I add a new source, I go over to images, add source, and I can scroll through a few images that I've imported, like the YouTube symbol comes up really big, but as soon as I minimize it, I can come over here, I can just put it wherever I want to on my screen. And so what I like to do is I like to put it right there, right? So I'm actually going to delete that overlay because I already have one. And so it just showcases a few other media sites that I use. So that's why I like to just keep it up there. So I'm just going to put those in place by locking them on the little lock bar here. And a few other little things that I like to add in when I'm streaming. Here we can add a follower goal. And basically what the follower goal does is you can place it wherever you want to, but it just shows how well the actual stream is going. It shows my goal that I want for Christmas, per se. So I have a goal of 75 down here. You can actually edit it throughout the dashboard over here, which I'll be showcasing in just a little bit. And what I like to do is I like to put that at the bottom left corner. I like to put a chat box on the bottom right, so when people go and they talk and chat, they'll be able to see it right here, and they don't have to click off the screen and open up a different tab for the chat. And then what I like to also add is an alert box. An alert box is basically just a box that shows alerts. It's self-explanatory, but you can basically set up in the dashboard, which I'll show in just a second. You can add little GIFs as well as an announcement that something has happened. So let's say I get a follow. It'll show PikaMaster542 is following with my gamer tag, and then I'll show the character as well as the music behind it. And I'll show you how to input that. But down here in the little test widget section, you can just test them. There's some like subscription, donation, and bits that I haven't set up yet. But I also have another one that I like to use called host. So basically what the host section does, it just shows a little notification that so-and-so who's watching you hosted you, basically showcasing them on his or her channel for all of their followers to see. And so it's a really good shout out that Twitch liked to enter into the entire scene through Streamlabs. So you can set up those little widgets down there with a few other source coding. And so if I move over here to the dashboard, what will pop up immediately is my past broadcasts. So here it showcases your growth and revenue. Now I don't get money from this just yet, but I can soon, so make sure to follow PikaMaster.tv. But it can show the growth. So here I'll show you your viewers, your chats, your chatters, your viewership, your average view time, and follows. I don't get that many views as of right now, but I'm still growing. So right here on the left, this is where you can set up stuff like your alert box. So usually they show up a little tutorial that you can have, and you can watch those. But down here is where you really set up different sorts of like widgets. So for my follows, I come down here, I added a little GIF of Pikachu, and I put a little song underneath it as well. And so basically when somebody follows, it shows that little overlay right here. And so with that, there's a few other things that you have. As I was talking about my follower goal, you can actually set it up here as well. There's a tutorial for that as well. And it showcases it all right here. So you can set your amount, you can set the current amount of followers that you have, and then you can set the amount of days remaining for the goal. And then as soon as it hits that day, it'll disappear and it'll say you reached this and this. Would you like to set up a new goal? So with that, there's a few other things that you can add. There's a stream boss, which is a little more interactive with your viewers. You can add an event list for other things that are going to be happening soon on your channel. You can have a viewer count at the top left. That's what I like to do. Spin wheel, wish list, credits, sponsor banner. These are all just specifics that you can add as your channel grows to make it look more professional, because that's what we really want here. Along with that, you can set up a chat bot that works in your stream chat, alerting people of different things. I can basically you can set this up. It's very difficult. That's why I haven't done it yet, but there's that availability in Streamlabs. There's a new app store where you can subscribe to monthly websites and applications that make your stream a little more spunky, a little more enthusiastic. Like here I can sign up for a Monstercat music player, so basically people can play the music that they want on the stream and I can listen to it and they can as well. There's also a theme section where you can add different themes like overlays and intermission scenes while you're playing games. And so they have a few specifics down here, some for like games, some for different like events and whatnot. And then there's the editor tab right here where I can edit my actual display that's showing right now. Then you have your live feed, which showcases everything that's going on. So it shows my past, followers and the past month and whatnot. And so yeah, that's just the base gist of it. And so now I'm actually going to open up a game so you guys can see how the overlay looks with everything else on it. Okay, now that I've gone and I've opened up my game, you can see it all behind me. You can see everything as well as the overlay, and it all looks really nice, So the main reason why you want to add this stuff in, like the overlay at the top, the viewer count, the follower goal, and the border, is to just add a new experience that you can't really get without it. Because as of now, Twitch is in this sort of mode where a lot of younger streamers or less well-known streamers, it's hard for them to actually like get going and get their name out there. So using this software, Streamlabs, it opens a whole new world of opportunities to make your stream look professional and have people come back and watching it. So now that the game's loading in, you'll be able to see how it looks. So if I come over here, I'm gonna actually choose gain 30% bonus damage while hip firing. Basically, It should be running smoothly. If not, I apologize. My computer isn't the best. That's why I stream very specific games. I can come over here and I can play while people see me, and it just adds that whole new feeling. So um so I'm gonna come over here and I'm actually gonna start. There we go. And I'm dead. Well, so basically the whole point of all of this is to showcase a new side of you, not only through the overlay, but by adding an experience that you can't get in other streams. And that's your main goal, right? That's what you want to really show to your viewers. So that's why it's important to have Streamlabs and to actually implement all these little overlays, because it seems really professional towards others. So that's why I do it, and that's why I'm here showing you a how-to video on how to do it. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that this helped with a few other tips, but other than that, I'm gonna finish this game, and see ya. Hi, I'm back. Just a little reminder, I stream on the weekends, anywhere from 9 to midnight on Fridays, Saturdays. This coming break, I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'd really appreciate if you could come drop a follow at twitch.tv/PikaMaster542, where you can see more great content. And yeah, thank you for watching.